from Los Angeles, California, with Mad Scientist Party Hour.
Oh, hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Mad Scientist Party Hour. My name is Kevin Kraft, and I'm here to tell you some poo-poo jokes, along with a man who has recently discovered a pants and underwear allergy and must have the world's itchiest boner with the way he's whacking the shit out of it in front of us. That's Geoff Clark.
Hey, Boominati. What's up?
And beaming to us from the center of the Connect's Big Ball Factory, the bearded booger-eating fart sniffer known as Shuddy Boy.
Yo. All right, tell us one of these poo-poo jokes you have queued up for us that you teased.
What did the shart say to the briefs?
I don't know, what?
Ta-da!
Well, we're off to a rough start.
Just send us our Webby now. We will take it. So, gentlemen, how was your 420?
Mine was fine. Smoked a lot of weed. Went to Tom's River.
Oh, yeah.
And got some barbecue.
Do you associate Tom's River, New Jersey with the morbidly elderly?
All Tom's River is to me is a way that is a town that I used to have to drive through to get to Seaside Heights.
I used to have to go there to my great-grandma's house and my great-aunt's house. And
this is
it was
the
horrible.
first time I've ever spent more than as long as it takes to drive through Tom's River in Tom's River.
It's shitty. There are no fun trees to play in. Just a terrible town. I haven't been there since I was a little kid, so that's the best I can relate to it. But I do remember outside Tom's River, terrible place to play. Hated it.
Could it have just been your great-grandma's house?
Maybe. But my great-aunt's house also sucked.
Or great-aunt, whoever's it was.
Great-grandma's house sucked. Backyard was terrible. Lawn, very depressing looking. I feel like grass grows weird in that area of New Jersey. It's not like nice soft grass. It's just like shitty.
Well, that's because that soil is really sandy.
Yeah.
Because it is so close to the beach.
Yeah, it sucks. Everything about Tom's River sucks.
Well,
except for that event you went to. That was great.
The barbecue that Sean made was delicious. Yes, it was. It was absolutely worth it. 100%.
I had to spend a lot of 420 by myself because Carl is still doing her intense yoga certification training. And a couple weekends of this thing are, like, she has to do 8-hour days, Saturday and Sunday. And that just happened to fall on this weekend. So her alarm got her up early. I woke up with her, and while she was getting ready, I just started taking bull rips. And she was like, "Oh, you're starting already?" I was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to be by myself for like 8 or 9 hours, so yeah. I'm waking and baking for the first time in a while, and I'm going to fucking play some video games and be a degenerate." And it was pretty solid. I played some Final Fantasy VII. I played some Splatoon. I played some Super Mario Wonder. It was great. Things have been hectic. It was nice to get in touch with my
Inner pothead.
inner infant, I guess. I just went full video game mode in my PJs. I somehow managed to smoke all day and not have a bad high and also not go to bed by like 7 p.m. I was actually kind of proud of myself. It was nice to I had all that, that fancy weed that I was showing you guys last week, and it didn't take much. Like, I was pretty much microdosing weed the entire day, just fucking taking little rips off my bubbler. But
Nothing wrong with that.
It was nice.
Did you listen to Cypress Hill at all?
You know what? I don't think I listened to any music whatsoever.
How do you celebrate 420 without listening to one Cypress Hill song?
I don't know. I'm more of a video games and movies guy when it comes to 420. Although hold on, that's not true, because I did go to Trader Joe's. Oh my God. And I got something that's going to make you guys shoot giz out of your ass. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, you know what I did listen to, Shuddy, and you're going to be so pissed that I listened to this and didn't think to listen to Cypress Hill. UB40.
Red wine?
And the way you do the thing you do, just all-time crushers. I don't know too much about UB40's deep cuts, but their hits are fucking primo.
UB40 is who did the song in... No.
I don't know what the rest of that sentence was supposed to be.
I don't know what other UB40 song you're talking about.
Yeah, I only know red wine. Red
Oh,
wine.
the way I was thinking of the song from That Thing You Do.
Oh, no, not the... It's fucking mainstream pop reggae, but you'll know this in a millisecond.
I just pulled it up on YouTube, so I'm sitting through an ad that I'm now skipping. Oh,
Here,
good. This is a
this is for
live
Geoff.
version.
You know that one. I don't want to play it too long and get us fucking nuked. Oh, but wait, I feel like every time I play something from my phone, it doesn't even go through.
Yes, I do know that song. I didn't know that's what it was called, though.
That song fucks. I was stoned out of my mind driving to Trader Joe's, just jamming to that, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm fucking cool.
I bumped 40 Ounces to Freedom in Cypress Hill a lot.
I feel like
What
that's...
did you get at Trader Joe's?
Oh, here, I'll show you.
Trader Joe's snacks are fucking on point.
So I don't know if you guys have ever taken my recommendation on those ube mochi pancakes. The mix
Nope.
that they sell.
I would. I just don't make pancakes.
It's back. It's back in season, so they just started carrying it again like a week or two ago. It's been gone for, better part of the year, but... Oh! I just fucking knocked my water all over the place. Okay.
Oh, I'd assume I've had those before, and I think I did a snack attack on them.
Damn it, I just fucking spilled... Ah, God fucking farts.
What the fuck is ube tea?
I don't really know. Tea cookies, so maybe that's like
So wait, is it tea cookies or is it ube tea cookies?
They are tea cookies that are ube flavored.
What the fuck is ube?
It's like a Japanese...
a sweet potato, I
root
thought.
or something. Yeah. They're fucking delicious. Like ube flavored stuff. For some reason, I fuck with ube and taro a lot.
Draven likes taro a lot. He gets taro flavored bubble tea when he
man.
gets it.
That's the fucking move. I do the same thing. I get taro boba whenever I indulge. Fuck, man. All that water dumped right into my card reader. Whoopsies. Hopefully that dries out by the time I have to edit this.
This podcast is going to be useless.
But yeah, these things are so fucking good, and finding them on 420 was quite the holiday miracle. It was quite the blessing. But when Carl finally came back from yoga, we continued on with Fallout, which, god damn it, that show is fucking incredible. We did finish it this weekend, and wow, hell of a finish. Very, very strong, and I was immediately like, that post-season depression where you're like, oh, it's going to be such a long wait for the next one. I mean, the way they kept... Because, I think we talked about this before. I played a couple Fallout games, but I don't remember too much of the lore. Like when I play a video game and beat it, most of it just goes out of my head and I'm on to the next one. But I know that there were endless Easter eggs and stuff. And it's about someone who lives in a vault in the post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland of America, and she kind of just goes out on an adventure into the surface, and they kept the plot line of like what's happening in the vault still going in like a super interesting way. There wasn't like, oh no, not this story picking up again. It was like, oh fuck yeah, let's check in back with these weirdos, see what's happening. So it was
I
a
liked
huge
how
hit.
they bounced around a lot.
Yeah. I mean, they picked a very, very specific tone and fucking nailed it. Kept it consistent for all 10 episodes? Was it 10 or 8?
8.
But it was like a really nice balance of like good, solid humor, fun silliness, and cool action, and some pretty nasty gore too.
There was some brutal violence in it.
Yeah, and they were good with the twists. I feel like that show is pretty fucking incredible. Huge fan. So it was cool to finish that off. We watched the newest episode of Shogun, the penultimate episode of the season, and then for a stoner movie, we watched Tron Legacy.
Okay.
The more I watch that movie, the more I realize how not great it is, but I still enjoy the fuck out of it. I don't know why. And Carl had never seen it before, and when I was putting it on, we looked up the ratings and it didn't do well. But I was like,
It
hey,
didn't?
I don't think it did. No,
Because
I don't think it did well at the box
just saw
office
that
either.
the third one was announced.
Yeah, they've been working on that for a minute with Jared Leto, and it's like a completely different story. It has like, at least looking at the cast list, there's no returning people from the first 2 movies, so it looks like it's starting a whole new storyline. But it was a hit with Carl. She was like, "Yeah, that was fun. Very visually cool for when you're like baked and couch locked. Lots of interesting, pretty stuff to look at." So yeah, that was pretty much my 420.
Well,
Geoff, I
so
heard
did mine.
you won 15 bets this weekend. Great
Yeah,
job.
and it ended midday on 420. I had another streak that ended in the morning of 420, but we won't talk about that. I, yeah, it sucks. So I've gone 16 and 5 since like April 12th in NBA betting, and people will talk shit whenever I lose a sports betting, mostly the Outkick readers, but no one will ever give me credit. And that was the case again for the NBA betting streak that I went on. Still getting crushed this season. Well, not crushed, but still down this season. But I can make it back here in the playoffs. But
That's kind of the way of the world, isn't it? The internet never has anything to say until you do something wrong, and then they pounce. That's kind of why
the way of the world.
I feel like
I don't know anybody else like that.
I feel like we're pretty lucky with the Puminati, though. There's definitely some people that want to piss and moan, but I think overall we've got a lot of people that will give us props when something good happens or if they like a joke.
Agreed. And it also probably helps that we're not assholes.
Yeah, the Puminati's fucking awesome. And the only person that has given me any like props or commented on my betting streak is a Puminati member, not
See?
even a fucking Outkick reader.
There you go.
That kind of supports what you're saying, Kevin.
Yeah, Puminati fucking rules. We really, I don't know what we did right, but we lucked out getting this fan base.
Yeah, not a fucking huge shocker though that the Puminati's far cooler than the Outkick readers. I knew that going into the job though, but goddamn, dude. Like I have a pin tweeted atop, or excuse me, a tweet pinned atop my Twitter profile about how I went like 61% in the NFL this year, which is fucking sick. Sick.
Damn.
No one ever said shit while I was doing it. No one gave a fuck. So I don't know. Whatever. That's what I've been dealing with.
Sometimes you just got
But
to pat yourself on the back, you know?
right.
Gotta sniff,
Do the
Give yourself
Master
a
Chef.
little,
yeah. Sniff
Do
your own
the
a
farts.
little handy reward and just move on.
Dude, all these cooking shows, people will say how proud of themselves they are, and I think it's like the douchiest, cringiest thing ever. But I'm really proud of my recent NBA winning streak and how well and how hard I worked.
I'm proud of you for admitting that.
So, I fucking hate that. It's so douchey. I'm so proud of myself. Oh really? How are you?
They say that a lot on Next Level Chef.
Oh yeah, they say it all the time. And Master Chef. I'm so proud that I made it to the top 13. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. What a true testament to my skill that I've made it to the top 14, a milestone that every competition celebrates.
Are
Man.
you current on Next Level Chef, Shuddy?
I need to watch the one that came out last Thursday, so I haven't watched the most recent one, but I am I haven't seen the first episode where they're no longer on teams.
Gotcha.
Man, we're getting quickly approaching Crafter Jeff Shuddy Edition season, right?
The end of May.
Whew.
Right around the corner.
Man.
I think it's, let me see, let me check a calendar. It is, no, the Wednesday after Labor Day. Nope, Memorial Day.
Okay, so
May
that is very late June or May.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm going to my mom's house the Thursday in Virginia, the Thursday before Mother's Day. I think I'm returning that following like Wednesday. I'll bring
Mother's Day is the 12th.
Yep. So I'll be good for Master
shit.
Chef. I mean, I'd make it work regardless, and I'll bring my microphone to my mom's house in
What?
Virginia, so it'd be good to go that Monday. But
When are you staying there until?
so I think I'm there from the 9th to the 15th.
Oh wow.
So
That's a substantial trip.
yeah,
So we'll have to record the main episode and a deal or queef or no queef.
the queef or no queef, I'm sure will be sorted out. And I'll just bring my my laptop mic or whatever, so we can record
Yeah,
from.
I mean, I
can
know
record from
we'll
my
be able
mom's
to
house.
manage it. But
So, just giving you guys a little update on my mid-May status.
Well, I'm sure the Puminati greatly appreciates that. They
Fair
need
enough.
our itinerary ASAP.
well, just a reminder then that I will be in California in 2 weeks.
Whew, man, I
Now that's
Are you
huge.
ready?
I
How
cannot fucking believe the premiere is in 2 weeks.
how much agita do you have?
A lot. Now that it's 100% done, so post-production is finished. The movie is completely locked. The editor just got us the download link today. And on Wednesday, I have to drive to this business that makes digital cinema packages known as DCPs. So when you finish a movie and you want to show it in a theater, being that everything is digital now, there are these companies that, and I'm just like parroting shit that people are saying to me, but they
No,
have
I
to.
know you don't know what you're talking about.
No, they take the exported final file and do something to it, which costs a few $100s. Because thank God we found a place that's affordable. Sometimes it's in like the thousands, but they convert it into something that they can play at movie theaters with digital projectors. So it's not just like taking a johncooper.mov file and plugging it in. It has to go through this fucking process or whatever. But But also, I mean, like, so, I'm just asking questions like a fucking kid in school throughout this whole thing. And I'm like, so wait, when a movie comes out and it's in like 4,000 theaters, they have to make 4,000 of these motherfuckers and send them out? And they're like, yeah. It's like, ooh. I mean, I guess it does make sense, when things were on like film on reels, every theater would have to get sent those giant fucking reels. So
they get sent multiple reels, then they'd have to splice them together onto one giant reel.
And then throw wieners in there like Tyler Durden did. But yeah, that is all taken care of. So the movie's 100% done, and now I'm just like filled with dread. Like, am I about to just fill a theater with cast, crew, friends, and family and have a screening of Threat Level Midnight? I hope not. Like, I've probably seen the movie like 80 times at this point. And this week we're focusing on the new poster, which we got like this media firm or agency or something to do it, and they've done like a lot of big studio posters, so it's gonna look fucking sick. It's gonna look like an old school comedy, kind of like the Detroit Rock City Grandma's Boy era a little bit. We're going for one of those. And then the trailer. So this week is the trailer and the poster. So at least I'll have that to keep my mind occupied. But like I've seen the movie so many fucking times now, it's just like I'm too close to it. So it's just like, shit, I hope this fucking thing is funny. I've heard all these jokes so many goddamn times that I'm just lost.
Do you still laugh at it when you watch it?
Yeah. Certain parts. I laughed way harder the first time I saw it, but,
Well,
on the 80th time hearing a joke. But there are certain things like I didn't notice in this one scene where the camera pulls back and one character is looking at the camera like, making this like, face. And my first time seeing that, I was like pissing myself and kept rewinding it to see it over and over again. But, yeah, it is nerve-wracking to like finally get a chance. Like my whole life, all I've wanted is like, just give me a shot, just give me a shot. And now I got my shot, and it's like, fuck, I hope I made it. I hope I made it count. Otherwise, that will be pretty embarrassing. Pack a theater like that and just have it. Oh, all right. Right when the credits roll, let's get the fuck out of here so we don't have to make eye contact with them.
Are you like actively trying to set up meetings, or
once
have you spoken to like agents or anything like that about representing you in these things?
No, because you get an agent and they take 10% of what you're earning, and
yeah,
I'm definitely not bringing somebody on board at the finish line to take 10% of what I just spent the last year doing. But as far as
that makes sense.
As far as finding a buyer, we're like one of the producers is putting together like like a media packet, like a pitch deck kind of thing with stats and stills from the movie and actor bios. And once the trailer is done, hopefully this week, we're just going to use people's connections to streamers and send them, a link to all three. Here's the media packet, here's the trailer, here's the full movie.
Is the trailer going to be out there for the world to see?
I believe so.
Or do you have to wait until somebody picks it up?
I don't know for sure, but my guess is the trailer can just go out and hype people up. Hopefully hype people up. But we'll see. I don't know. Never made it this far. This is all new. But, I'm stoked to have everybody coming out here, like Shuddy flying out, and I got family members, and, my grandma, she's in Florida. She's like 86, and she's still sharp as a tack, but, she is 86, so my aunt handles a lot of her finances and stuff like that, so when she needs to take a trip, my aunt will book her tickets for her. So my mom texted my aunt saying that she was like, okay, my flight, I'm flying out on Monday the 4th. So my aunt didn't look at the day of the week and the date. She just went off the date. And May the 4th is a Saturday. So my grandma is flying out here a few days before everybody else. So I am going to have to entertain an 86-year-old woman for a few days while we wait for the rest of the family to fly out.
Is
She like to smoke pot.
I'm thinking Jumbo's Clown Room.
where is she staying?
I mean, she's going to stay with me. When my family gets out here, they have an Airbnb.
So is this
I
your
heard
grandmother
Google
or
Jumbo's
is this
Clown Room.
This is Nana.
Oh, okay. I thought
I-
when we first talked about it, I thought it was your other grandmother.
No.
When you brought up Jumbo's Clown Room, I initially thought like that crazy restaurant with all the weird gimmicky things. I didn't like they make like they would like make stuff like
Didn't you get
almost
he got some sort of dessert with like fake cash or something?
Yeah,
Wasn't that when you
yeah.
sent us the picture?
right. Thanks for helping me out with that. That's what I
Oh,
thought
that's
that
right.
Jumbo's Clown Room was.
I don't even remember that. It was like Slappy's Fun Hole or something.
Didn't you go with your mom?
I did,
To
yeah.
Slappy's Fun Hole?
Yeah. And then we immediately went to the Comedy Store.
One of his romantic getaways with Helen.
We ate so much at that dinner. I was like already, while eating dessert, my ass was ready to poop out the appetizer. And I sat through, 3 or 4 hours of stand-up at the Comedy Store with severe intestinal distress. That was a bad move. But I would be ready to put myself through more punishment to go to that place again, because that was pretty fucking crazy. That's actually a good idea.
I'm trying to-
I'm going to put the note in my
Trying to
phone
look up what it was. Because I want to check that restaurant out myself. I can't remember what the name of it was. Fuck. It's killing me.
It's not Slappy's Fun Hole? Let me see.
No.
I bet you if we go through my Instagram, we can find it, because I put up a little video with my
Oh,
Mom, when I
I
took
got
her.
it, I think. Is it Barton G, the restaurant?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
How is that how is that anywhere near Slappy's Fun Hole?
It's close,
How did
Shuddy.
you find it, Geoff? What did you Google to get there?
Just
Slappy's Fun Hole.
top 10 best. Well, I looked up weird or crazy Los Angeles restaurants, and then underneath that was top 10 best weird restaurants near Los Angeles on Yelp. So I clicked that and scrolled down a little bit, and I remember the name when I saw it.
That
I
place
knew
was pretty solid.
Slappy's Fun Hole wasn't what it was called, so that
So
didn't
it's
trick me out.
Barton G.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I found the Instagram video.
Do you think Nana would be into that?
Yeah. She likes gimmicks as well. That could be a good idea. Plus, there were like all these other things that I wanted to try there and couldn't try. So it's a great opportunity. Thank you.
Damn. Can I tag along? I want to meet Nana.
Sure.
Love it.
Let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, this is something that came up during the Easter egg. Shuddy Boy already has a poll up, but Geoff, you mentioned that you're going to the dentist for the first time in years, and my first thought was, I've had that happen in the past. I went a long time without going to the dentist, and my first visit back, the dentist had a bit of work on his hands. Couple cavities. I think I needed a crown because one of my teeth had like cracks in it, but that's for me being like a nighttime teeth grinder and clencher. So that needed some repairing, but then I didn't even realize that you're like bummed out about it. And Shuddy's with you, and I'm once again the ass clown of the trio.
And as of right now, the poll has 25 votes.
Man, no need to
Split
out
out.
how micro penis our social media game
I
is,
just
Shuddy.
put this up a little while ago. Relax. I'm not, but it's split almost down the middle. It's 52 to 48%.
Which one has more?
That people do have anxiety going to the dentist.
Man,
Yeah,
I did
I
not
feel like
know
that's
that was a thing.
common. Even if people had or even if I had perfect teeth, which I don't, I would still not like be crazy about sitting in the chair and having someone, with fucking metal tools going through my mouth. I feel like that's pretty normal. And you're suggesting that it's weird before Shuddy backed me up.
Well, I'm not saying like when the dentist finishes up and they're like, "All right, see you in 6 months." I'm not like, "Oh, make it 3." But it's
Yeah.
I'm not like filled with dread. Like I think
Well,
I have worse anxiety when I go to the doctor, and that's just because I perpetually think I'm terminally ill, and this is the visit that the doctor's going to find whatever it is and be like, "You have 3 months to live." But like going to the dentist, like I don't know, for a routine
Is
cleaning and
it
stuff.
though because you think that the dentist couldn't find that very same scenario with something in your mouth?
Oh no, I've gone in before and be like, "There's like a spot on my gums. This is 100% cancer. It's spread to my bones, and I'm dead." But it's less. It's less than when I go to the doctor. It's not like the poking around in my mouth. It's like what if they give me bad news? But like as far as a cleaning, like it sucks. It's not fun, but yeah, like I said,
hold
I'm not going in with
on.
sweaty palms.
You said cleaning, right? Have I am going for like a checkup and like an X-ray, which is like part of like your regular routine. But like my gum, my lower left part of my jaw fucking hurts, and I got like a bump. I've never had my wisdom teeth taken out, so I'm thinking maybe that could be it, or perhaps it's worse. And what's weird is like I wake up in the morning and I'm fine. But then as the day goes on, it continuously hurts more and more. And then by the end of the night, I'm in like actual pain. I gotta like get to sleep so I don't feel so shitty. So I'm nervous that whatever the results are gonna be, it's gonna require more than just like just a cleaning, a normal cleaning, whether it be a wisdom tooth or worse, or maybe I don't even know, like a root canal? Is that bad? I think that's bad. I don't really know what it is.
That seems to be the worst. Like I've luckily never had a root canal. I've had crowns. I've had wisdom teeth extraction. But I would say a root canal that takes the top prize of like worst thing you could do at a dentist.
Um,
I don't know what.
does having this new information, Kevin, make you feel differently about tap dancing all over by trying to dunk on Geoff about this?
I'm not necessarily trying to dunk on him. I'm just shocked that 66.6% of MSPH is afraid of the dentist.
I thought it was 50-50.
Well, no, he's talking about the three of us, Geoff.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah.
Like obviously if, I have like an inflamed gum and I'm in like serious pain, all right, it's like, all right, well, there's the potential for bad news, but like just going in for a cleaning and stuff, I'm not like, oh no, oh no. Like I know Shuddy Boy, like you're like deathly afraid of needles and injections and stuff.
So for a normal cleaning now, I'm not as like I said in the Easter egg, like my dentist is very aware of my normal visit anxiety and that I'm scared of needles. So they're very communicative and very, like I also said, like they're dealing with a child. When I went back for my last cleaning, there wasn't any anxiety just for that because I mean, I guess it's basically the how much worse can it be than what I've already gone through to get this fucking bridge put in? Like, really? Like,
Yeah, because I mean, you've
they
you've
want to.
you've gone through some shit when like when your teeth got like all pointy and had to get
Hmm.
new ones. That could not have been a fun experience.
No, it wasn't.
But
And
even like when there's nothing going on and you're just going in for like a routine like cleaning or checkup, it's still just like, oh fuck,
See,
it definitely used to be. But since I've started going to this new dentist and I've gone back for my checkups after I had the bridge done, it's been less, and it hasn't been like it's been more like the I don't really want to go to the dentist, but I know what happened when I didn't go to the dentist, and I don't want to invest that much more money in my mouth again. I'd rather do it preventatively than
I mean,
repair.
I haven't been to the dentist since I got banished to the land of Obamacare because I had a good routine. I had a really good dentist when I had, normal health insurance. And when I switched to Obamacare, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, we don't take that." And I'm like, that should be like Obamacare's catchphrase. "Ooh, yeah, we don't take that." So I just haven't even bothered finding a new dentist yet, which is stupid. I should. I actually need to take care of that sooner than later. But how long has your mouth been hurting, Geoff?
Really kind of since I want to say Thursday. The dentist was closed maybe Wednesday night. The dentist is closed. My dentist office is closed Friday. They
Early
weren't picking up.
observance of the holiday.
Maybe I didn't even realize there was a holiday, actually.
No, I meant 420, Jeff.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, no, in my editorial call today, the managing editor is Jewish, brought up that it's Passover. So I didn't know if that's what you meant or something.
No, I meant they were closed on Friday and early observance
Right.
of Saturday.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't picking up the phone today, but my dentist office is literally like around the corner. Like I could almost throw a baseball to it. Like it's that close. So I just walked over there and was like, explain to them my issue. And it's kind of like your point a little while ago before you and Shuddy had a back and forth about his thing, where it's like, it's not just a cleaning. Like my mouth hurts and I'm nervous about what they're going to say. Like if I knew like my teeth were perfectly good or had a strong indication that I had very healthy teeth, I'd be like, whatever, I don't care. Cleaning, cool. But like I am nervous that like I'm going to be given some unfortunate news and I'm going to have to go to the dentist a few times and invest some money in it and go through some pain. And I do multiple podcasts for this and for my job. And it's just like, I'm nervous about having to put that on hold. And
the smart money is betting on the Clippers.
Well, yeah, I'm nervous about putting it on hold and being in like the embarrassment of all that. Like, yeah, my teeth isn't great, so can't really be doing podcasts right now.
Today, I'm going to snack attack this burger set that I got from the dentist.
There's a moment of weakness for me, and you're going to come at me like this?
Yeah.
You fucking bitch.
Kevin's really showing his true colors. What a dick.
Oh, like you pussies ever miss an opportunity.
They put it in my mouth.
I mean,
I'm gonna get you really good right after your movie premieres. Don't worry, I'm saving a good joke.
Oh yeah, I got my fucking needle dick review typed up for Letterboxd. By the way, speaking of snack attacks, Carl and I this morning did watch your snack attack of the Little Caesars pepperoni cupcakes. What are those things called? Snack bombs?
Crunchy cups.
Crazy Puffs?
Yep, that's it.
Crazy Puffs, yeah.
Something like that.
Man,
they were fucking delicious.
They looked incredible. They looked so fucking good.
Yeah, those commercials, I mean, I'm glad they lived up to the commercials that Bezos was force feeding us during Queef or No Queef.
It's got like a little Detroit style, like burnt cheesy crust aspect to it, which is fucking bomb. You know how in Detroit style, Kevin, where they kind of the cheese gets burnt onto the crust.
Yeah, it's kind of like Moss's.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I was not expecting to be that hungry for pizza that early in the morning, but I was also grateful that it gave us this little gem too.
This is a fucking full on cheese jizzing right in my mouth, and I love it. Jeez, gotta be careful with what I say there, huh?
Yeah, I got a
Big
huge laugh.
Brother's always listening, Geoff.
This is a fucking full-on cheese jizzing right in my mouth. I love it.
And I
Did
love
Carl
it.
laugh at laugh? Did
Yeah,
Carl laugh at
she was like,
least?
"Oh my fucking god!" And I just started laughing so hard, and I replayed it like 5 times. Yeah, she is a big fan of your snack attacks, as I know the Puminati Extreme Elite top tier Patreon subscribers are.
Carl's food has been featured on my snack attack a couple times.
Yeah, I think you gave her a little bit of a complex when you didn't necessarily like her matcha cookies.
I don't know. It's not that I didn't like them. It's that I didn't like them. I was trying to think of a way to say it. I don't know. I'm not into matcha flavor things.
Yeah, and I
And
told her that. I'm
I
like,
could beat around the bush around it as much as possible, but ultimately, yeah, I wasn't the audience for him.
yeah, I was like, look, matcha is not everybody's cup of tea. Pardon the pun. I was like, but I fucking love them. I think they're fucking delicious. I had to actually beg her to stop baking me things. Because I'm like, do you want to be known as dating the titted man? Like, you have to stop. I have no self-control. If you throw all these delicious baked goods at me, I'm going to eat them, and it all goes straight to my fucking nipples. You know this. Please. So she has relented, thank God. But you can still fuck my tits, so go figure. By the way, speaking of dentists and stuff, remember that whole ordeal when my grandma ate shit and face planted on the corner of a coffee
Yeah.
table and knocked all
It's
her teeth out?
terrifying.
She's still to this day. So that happened the day before the first day on set for John Cooper, and she still has not gotten the final surgery to fix it all. Which it's probably tough doing an operation like that on an old lady, but like they put temporaries in. Like she has these temporary things that she can slide on and off, almost like dentures or a retainer or something. But I was talking to her on the phone the other day, and she went to the doctor to get the surgery where they screw a post into your jaw, and I guess they told her they needed more time. So she's still fucking walking around with fake teeth in her head. That was...
So she's getting implants put in?
Yeah. And like, man, that was fucking wild, man. I could have done without seeing that. Just like her lip split from the lip right up to her nose while there was like meat falling out of it. And she's like, "What is this? What is this?" I'm like, "You have to stop touching your lip innards, please." She's like, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "I don't want to tell you. I don't want to be the one to break the news to you that you just split your lip straight up to your fucking nose and your teeth are lying on the floor in a big puddle of blood. Let's just go over here and watch TV while the ambulance heads over." But she's tough as fucking nails, man. That didn't slow her down.
Nana's
at all.
a trooper for sure.
Yeah.
Is she the one that we're going to Bart G, the restaurant with?
Yeah.
Bart and G?
Yep. Yeah.
What kind of food moves are we going to be making?
What do you want? I mean, it's going to be tough because the time that you're here is going to be when, a lot of families in town.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's kind of why I was like Carl was doing the same thing. She's like, all right, well, while it's just her in town, we should plan some things that would normally be a massive pain in the ass with a giant group of people. But I'm also wondering if we should save Barton Fink. What the fuck is it?
Barton G.
Yeah. Barton G's silly K-hole.
You say Bart and G?
I didn't, but I wish I did. Fartin' G. Whew. Did you guys catch any... Wait, real quick before we go. Geoff, one last time. When is your dentist appointment?
Tomorrow, 10:30.
Tomorrow. Interesting. All right, well,
I'm nervous.
You got this. You'll be fine. You're going to be all right. It's
Just hoping
probably
it's not
just.
mouth cancer.
I mean, that bump. It's probably just like a cheese deposit, and they'll just lance it, get all the cheese out, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
It's
Hopefully it's
probably
that
just
simple.
a mild infection. Do you have any antibiotics kicking around the house? Just take a handful of
Nope.
them.
Got weed. That's about it.
So, are your wisdom teeth? Are they innies or outies?
I don't know. I guess innies. I would say innies.
So they're underneath your gums. They never like poked through.
Nope.
And they probably never impact. They were never impacted either.
No. The last time I went to the dentist, maybe 15 years ago. No, I don't know how long ago it was. Probably like 4 or 5. They said I'm good on the wisdom teeth thing because I brought it up. It's like, this is fucking weird, right? Everyone I know has gotten their wisdom teeth taken out. Am I weird? Does it make me gay? Like, what's the problem? They're like, no, we're all right.
They're like, sir, your
Just come
gayness has
back.
nothing to do with your teeth.
Like, I was like, if you feel them coming up, then come back to the dentist, but you're good for now. All right, cool.
Yeah, because I had
Did
my
you had your wisdom teeth pulled, right, Kev?
I did, yeah, because my bottom ones were impacted, so they grew in diagonally, almost straight up fucking sideways, and it was like an iceberg, like only a teeny tiny bit of the tooth poked through the gums, and stuff used to fucking slide under there, like popcorn kernels would get under there or something, and they were constantly irritated, and I bought like fucking dental tools at the supermarket, like the little pokies, and I would have to like try and get under there, and whenever I got out whatever was stuck, in a day or two my gums would be back to normal and nothing would hurt. And one time something got under there and I couldn't fucking find it. I'm like god damn it. I'm like digging around and spitting out blood and shit, and there's no popcorn kernel coming out. So I was like, uh-oh, this might be the one time where this has exceeded my dental skills. So I went in, and the guy was like, oh, yeah, this has to come out. Your gums are severely infected, and we got to get that fucking tooth out. I was like, shit. And he was like, have you eaten anything today? And I'm like, well, I had a coffee on the way over. And he's like, ooh, so we can't knock you out, but all 4 of your wisdom teeth need to come out, like even your top ones. I'm like, man, really? He's like, yeah, it's better to just get them all out now because just wisdom teeth for some reason just cause problems eventually, I guess. So I just got
Well,
fleas.
because what happens is if they're growing impacted, they're pushing on your other teeth, and they'll eventually.
But they took my top ones too, and the top ones were not impacted. They were just regular. But
They were in there, so they took them. I only had 3 grow in
whoa,
at the time I had them removed, and they were all impacted. And I woke up
in the middle of it,
in the middle of it.
were you numb?
I didn't feel anything. Yeah, I was.
Oh, that's good.
But they were in there trying to extract these teeth, and I just start blabbering and wanting to chit chat with them.
Yeah, ever tell you guys about this Wu-Tang album? Like,
Someone just told me the exact same thing when I brought up my wisdom teeth.
So they had to knock
like,
me back out in the middle because I wouldn't just sit there and not try and talk.
They told you to shut up and you wouldn't?
I remember being very high. And at that point in my life, I had not been high before. So I was just like, there's like grinding and they're like jackhammering to break them up so they can get them out. And I'm there just asking them what they're doing. Like,
so how was your day? Sir, this is not the time.
But the doctor that did mine was super old, but really chill. And when I went back for my checkup, he was like, do you feel like going back to school? And I remember telling him that I didn't. So he wrote me a doctor's note. He extended my doctor's note for 2 days.
Sick.
Because I was a senior when I had them taken out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
When I went in and told the guy that I had coffee, he was like, well, we can't knock you out, but this one has to come out right now. And then you'll have to come back another time for the other 3. So I was awake the entire time. and they, injected me with the numbing shit and waited a few minutes, and they're like, all right, can you feel this? And they're like poking it with the little pokey, and I'm like, no, not when you do that. And then he's like, all right, let's get into it. And then he pulls out a scalpel, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Is there like a middle thing between tiny pokey and scalpel that we can introduce to make sure I'm fully numbed? And he's like, no, you're fine, you're fine. And my gums were so fucking swollen because they were that infected. There was no pain, but I felt the blade just slice through all that gum meat. And it was really, really fucking weird. It was like my gums were just like butter and a hot knife going through it. I was just like, that doesn't hurt, but I still don't like it. And then they had to do the whole fucking thing with me awake. So they took a drill and they cut a line down the center, like going across the tooth, just drilled like a little divot. And then this motherfucker puts a chisel in it, and he's like, kraka, kri, kak, fraka, like twisting it, trying to split my tooth in half. My head's fucking whipping around. He's got his like knee on my chest for leverage.
Update.
I did not like that.
The results have flipped to 54-48 in favor of I ain't no bitch.
Well, now he's got great teeth. Good for them.
Yeah. Well, I think you'll be all right, Geoff. We'll check in with you next week to see if it's like, I don't know, like a twin you absorbed in the womb that's stuck in your gums or something.
Went to the dentist and he said I was gay.
God, you try to suck your dentist's dick and all of a sudden he thinks you're gay, huh? Look, copays suck. Before we talk about movies a little bit, just a quick plug. I was on the most recent episode of Doug Loves Movies that came out today.
So, really?
Yeah.
Did you plug your movie?
I did. That Doug Benson is in? Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of weird plugging a movie that's not out, but I don't know. It does have
something to plug.
It has an active Letterboxd D page, so anybody that adds it to their watch list does make it climb up in the rankings. Like when we play the Letterboxd D game, that's all the stuff that factors in what ranks higher than other things. So I was able to be like, hey, put it on your watch list, help it out, make it look cool, whatever. But yeah, that is out if anybody wants to listen. New episode of Doug Loves Movies featuring myself, Doug Bass, and Jessica Michelle Singleton. No spoilers.
I'm going to look up Jessica. What's her name? Jessica Singleton?
Yeah.
Michelle.
JMS, baby. What's up, Shuddy?
Did you do better than you did the last time?
Well, I don't want to fucking spoil things, but maybe.
Because I'm not gonna listen if you fucking drop the ball again.
Look, Shuddy, the games played on the Zoom shows are usually luck-based. Like, I don't know what horror... I think the one that fucked me up last time was Scream Queens on like a BuzzFeed list. The fuck does BuzzFeed know about real horror? They put nonsense on that list. Utter fucking nonsense. But I think you'll be happier with this performance than the last one, Shuddy.
All right.
But yeah,
Is
you guys
Doug coming to the premiere?
No, he's on the road. He's got road dates. But Shuddy, did you see any films?
I did. So I had a day on Friday and got very what is that? That's a mug.
Yeah, it's a
Pip-Boy mug.
A Pip-Boy mug. I was talking about this with Carl last night. I'm like, wait a second, I think I have one of those. And it's just been in like a cabinet above my fridge that I haven't gone into in like 6 years. But I forgot this was sitting right over there. But you went
Nice. I decided Friday afternoon that I wanted at the last minute to go to the movies. And there wasn't really anything specific that I wanted to see. but I saw there was a comedy movie supposedly called Sasquatch Sunset.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. I know Jesse
Neither
Eisenberg is
did
in it.
I, but it has Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Keough in it.
Yeah, Elvis's granddaughter.
So I wanted to go see that, and I like left for the movie theater. I couldn't get my tickets purchased. Come to find out, my A list had lapsed because my payment card expired, and
Ooh.
they wouldn't let me rejoin. And once you cancel your AMC A list, you have to wait 6 months before you can rejoin.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
So
Wow, that's really weird.
I decided not to go to.
Oh, we lost you,
I
Shuddy.
hold on. I have to plug in the laptop. Can you hear me now? We good?
Yeah, but you sound all weird.
Yeah, I think your audio is going through your headphones now.
Yeah, with the fart, Shuddy. Oh, jeez.
I'm here. I don't know why the Yeti is not showing up in Zoom now.
You sound like you're 20. If that helps. Bear with us,
How's
folks.
that? It looks like it switched back over.
There we go. Yeah.
Good,
I
baby.
think uh my USB-C thing where everything plugs into my MacBook is on the fritz.
Uh-oh.
So I'll have to get another one of those Johns.
All right, so what happened with your movie drama dilemma?
So I had to message customer service and I got it all handled, but ended up not because I had time to look further into Sasquatch Sunset because like I had decided to go to the movies to a 5:20 movie at like 10 after 5 at first. So I had no time to really decide, look into it. Oh, comedy movie Jesse Eisenberg about Sasquatches. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I've heard it's one of those movies that's going to have a very limited audience that it lands with.
So once
But it apparently has no dialogue, but it does have Sasquatch pooping. So if you've ever wanted to watch a Sasquatch take a shit,
I was under the impression it was like Greasy Strangler by Jesse Eisenberg.
No. Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Keough are Sasquatches in the wilderness, and it's about like their family group.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I knew none of that going into it the first time, but having time to deal with customer service and AMC allowing me to reactivate my A-list because I didn't cancel it. It was just me forgetting to update my new credit card information. I looked into it further, saw there was no dialogue, and reading the reviews, it was like, it's basically Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Keough grunting at each other in a movie about Sasquatch sexual organs and Sasquatch poop. And I weighed all of those things together, and the no dialogue
that's
outweighed
tough. It is very
outweighed
tough.
the amusingness of watching poop jokes with Sasquatches.
I mean, who knows?
So,
like the way that it's packaged, Sasquatch genitalia and pooping. Maybe while the male Sasquatch is pooping, you see his penis and nuts hanging down as the turd falls out.
in which
case,
very
I want to see this
strong
movie.
that this is what happens. But then, long story short, I saw another movie that had just come out with Henry Cavill in it that at first I had no interest in. And again, when I made that first decision to go to the movies, I'm like, I don't even know what this is. I don't care. But because I had it in my head that I was going to the movies, I wanted to find something to go to. and I ended up going to see The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, that's something that landed on my radar super late, and then the fact that it was a Guy Ritchie movie landed even later. So I was like, shit. Like, not only is Guy Ritchie putting out tons of fucking movies lately. I think he had 2 movies just last year. Um,
And
this
he
one,
just did The Gentleman on Netflix that just came
yeah,
out,
this
which
one seemed
ruled.
seemed to arrive with little to no fanfare, and from what I hear, it's actually kind of good.
It so
Not
it
woke,
was
according to Outkick. So that's good. Sorry.
okay.
What does that mean?
I-
That
I wasn't
there's
saying anything for a while. I had to get something in there.
No, but I don't understand how you can make this movie woke.
You can't.
Like
does that mean there's no
but it was
minorities in it?
exactly what I was looking for in a movie on Friday night. Just I ate an edible and treated myself to some Sour Patch Kids and some nachos and a large soda and just sat there and enjoyed the shit out of it. It's funny. It's got a lot of action, a lot of violence. The score is amazing. It's really visually pleasing. Uh, it ruled. I really fucking liked it. I went in with no expectations other than it was a Guy Ritchie action type movie, which I expected to enjoy.
Yeah, actually,
Uh,
oddly enough, Carl and I just watched Snatch last night because she had never seen it. And
I've never seen Snatch.
whoa, oh,
Pretty good.
it's fucking great. It's a 5-dicker in my opinion.
But it was awesome. It was really good. Henry Cavill was great. Alan Richardson was fun. Um, there is somebody else. I don't. Carrie Elwes was in it.
Oh, I have to correct you there. E-Wells.
I couldn't remember how Geoff said it, so I went with Carrie Ewells was in it. Um, Freddie Fox was in it, and he played Ian Fleming because it's based on a true story, supposedly.
Oh, the guy that
Uh,
created James Bond?
yeah, and the character that Henry Cavill plays is who is supposed to be the guy James Bond was based off of.
Oh, no kidding.
But
Oh,
the
now I want
movie
to
is
see this.
basically about a British Black Ops operation during World War II to cripple the German U-boat fleet in the Atlantic.
Hmm.
But it was great. Till Schweiger was the bad guy.
Killschwager? The hell is Killschwager?
Till, you would recognize him. What
Hold
else
on, I'm
has he
looking
been
it up.
in? Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
He was the German friend in SLC Punk.
The way you said it, for some reason, my brain was like, that sounds like what you would call, like, bad weed in the 90s. Oh,
Till
man.
Schweiger.
Got a fucking nickel bag of Tillschwager.
Schweiger. He was the main character in the Far Cry movie by Uwe Boll.
Oh. An auteur of our time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, I have to give this a watch.
It
then.
is definitely worth a watch. I think I'm at
Shuddy Boy really pondering this one. Cool poster, too. That's sick.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. The thing with it that I would say is that there was not a lot of tension.
Okay.
Like there was one brief spot where one of the good characters was in a bit of a pickle, but it did not last very long. Like the good guys won pretty easily every time.
Gotcha.
So because of that, I'm gonna say probably 3.75. It would be a 4-dicker. It was fun though. Like it's a fun watch. It's not, you're not on the edge of your seat for any of the movie.
But an enjoyable watch.
Yes,
Yeah, that's all I can ask
absolutely.
for.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie to watch. But yeah,
I'm
there's
gonna check
no.
that out. I love Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, I mean, he is, and the score of it is very much like sort of like spaghetti western, kind of like what Tarantino has done in the last couple of them.
Oh yeah, who's that guy? Inicio Maroni. Now I kind of sound like Geoff trying to pronounce Italian dishes.
Sounded
Ar-
pretty Italian to me.
Inicio Edifui.
Let's see who did the score. But so it was fun all the way around. I just yeah, fun
Nice.
filming, and it was filmed in Turkey. That's not what I'm looking for.
Turkey. Turkey.
Jerry Bruckheimer produced it.
Geoff, you went and saw a movie, right?
I saw Civil War actually. I think after the podcast last Monday, so it's been a while. And holy shit, it was fucking wild. Um, I really, really liked it. And I don't think I'll ever see it again because it's not like one of those movies you can just throw on. But it left a hell of an impression with me. So like the first like war moment happens in like the first like I think 5 minutes, right? The girl with the American flag. You haven't seen it, right, Shuddy?
No, I haven't. I have no interest in it, so don't worry about spoiling it.
Oh, really? Is it because it's an A24 thing?
Not so much that it's an A24 thing. It just doesn't seem any all that interesting
Really?
to me.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I don't really
tough
know what
crowd
to
from
say
Shuddy.
about that, but that first like war moment, the girl with the American flag, I won't spoil for the listeners. It just grabs you immediately, like, oh shit, all right, that's what kind of movie we're watching here. That's what kind of story this is going to be. And that level of intensity just kind of steadily inclines from there. And like Kevin was saying, it's like almost like a anthology of like war moments or war sequences within like this face of war that's happening in America. And it is fucking brutal and intense. And like the action scenes are pretty badass. Like the wartime kills or gun battles are they're fucking sick. And I thought it was just like really, really well done. And like I left like my palms were sweating. Like I was like kind of jacked up. I was like, fuck, that was intense. And I really enjoyed it. I think I would give it, I'll go a solid 4 Civil War dicks.
Yeah. Yeah. Civil War. It was pretty intense, and honestly, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, man, I this is honestly a coin flip on whether Geoff will like it or not, because it is light on the details, like even some of those like little vignettes they stumble across on their road trip, like there's one part, without giving too many details, not that there's many to give, but there's like two snipers like shooting at each other, and you never know why, and it's like, all right, that's fine, but like it's also like, okay, they even asked, and I'm like, oh cool, finally somebody's asking. He's like, what's going on here? How did this start? And he's like, what do you mean? That guy's shooting at me and I'm shooting at him. And I'm like, oh, all right, that's the amount of details we're getting here. But I didn't know how that was going to land with you, because even big picture stuff, they don't say what caused the Civil War. They don't say why California, Texas, and Florida are fighting together. Even
You have no idea who to root for. Like you're not
yeah,
even given the option. Like I don't know who's fighting who and why and what the main disagreement was.
which
Like
is
Cheech made a
interesting.
good point
It's an interest.
afterwards where he's like, it could have been longer. Like I could have used some more detail and that's fair. And I do kind of agree with that. I guess that's why I didn't give it 5 dicks, but like it was just so well made. Like the brutality of the conflict was,
Yeah.
I don't know, so well done, I thought.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on stuff like that, because they could have gone the route of every other movie and held your hand and said, like, these are the people you're rooting for, these are the people you're rooting against, here's why this is happening, here's why this is happening. But you watched it through the eyes of the press, who are supposed to be objective and neutral. And, you know, when you've seen as many movies as I have, it's like every now and then you do need something different to sort of like make you feel things again, you know? It's like when you're a porn addict and, you know, jerking off to two people having sex isn't doing it anymore, and you need to jack it to some lady pooping on a cake.
Yeah, exactly. Who hasn't jerked it on some lady shitting on a cake?
Oh,
sometimes I get bored.
Oh, happy birthday to me. Oh.
I guess this morning.
All right, so 4 Civil War dicks? That's pretty strong. I feel like it's been a long time since you've ever given a 4-dick movie review.
I think, I feel like it was obviously it was a war film, but it was kind of like a movie about journalism.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that was like the main point is like Kirsten Dunst, the other guy in it, and then the girl protege they bring along. Like, they're journalists. Like, they don't. You're seeing it through their lens, so really it doesn't matter. And even in their head, it doesn't matter who's right, who's wrong. They're documenting it.
Yeah.
And they're just going to serve up the intel, and you choose to feel however you want about it. So I like that kind of commitment to, like, this is what this is about. This is who we choose to follow in this conflict. And it also spares us maybe ruining the story by adding too many details or affecting the viewers like, I don't know, opinion of the story with too many details, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's dicey. It's like the director might try to make people out to be the bad guy in its politics. So maybe half the audience feels like the bad guy's in the right. You know what I mean? It's very similar to how we got like half the country thinks Joe Biden is the worst president ever, and the other half thinks Donald Trump is the worst president ever. So that's, you know, maybe the director or the storyteller is like, we don't even want that much like nuance in it. Like, here's the brutality of the war, and this is what you get.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good
also,
shit.
I brought this up to you last week, but I don't think you actually gave an official Civil War score.
I didn't?
I don't think so. I don't remember hearing it because
let me see.
I remember we went after MSPH, and I was like, yeah, Kevin liked it. He thought it was really good. And they're like, well, what did he score it? Like, I don't think he fucking scored it, actually.
I think like Shuddy, I think I didn't say it, but like Shuddy, it's like a 3.75 for me, which is enough to be like, yeah, that's an awesome movie. Everything above 3.5 for me is like, you know, varying degrees of big thumbs up. But yeah, I didn't make it to the theater at all. I mean, it was, you know, a very stony, low-key weekend, but with Steph having to go to class 8 hours a day on both Saturday and Sunday, I wasn't like, hey, let me drag you to some movie. We're like, all right, we can just fucking relax and, you know, decompress a little bit before you have a full week of work with classes on top of it all, starting all over again. But I do want to see that Guy Ritchie movie. I want to see that Monkey Man. How did Civil War land with like Cheech and Bill? Did they like it?
I think they felt similar to me about it. I'm actually texting Bill right now. Bill is in Panama.
Oh my God.
With his girlfriend and her family. They always go on like an out of country yearly vacation, and they pick Panama. I don't really know why specifically, but they're out like an all inclusive resort. So that's where he's at right now. But he's just texting me about it. I'll ask him when he scored.
This
Civil War.
This weekend is that Boy Kills World movie that looks kind of John Wicky. Looks like a hyper violent action movie, and then the
Skarsgård guy.
Yeah. And then that tennis movie with Zendaya.
Bill also scored Civil War 4.
Nice.
I think Cheech is right around there too.
Wait a second.
So
I completely forgot in my notes. It just says Geoff saw a naked homeless lady.
yeah, it's really that simple, huh? I was walking Little Mama the other day, and like the homeless problem around in my neighborhood isn't nearly as bad as like in up in LA or in certain parts of Long Beach. Like I live in a pretty nice neighborhood, but there are homeless here or there. But I was walking Little Mama, and there was a homeless lady with her tits out, lying on the ground next to a knocked over trash can, couple knocked over trash cans with trash all over the place. She was like rubbing her legs and like moaning, not in like a sexual way, but not in like a I'm dying, like these are my last breaths way. It's just like a weird, just like, and I was
Did you
walking
walk over
by
and go
her.
like, nice?
I didn't know. No, I didn't do that. I didn't know what to say. And like, I could not
Oh,
look at her. So I was walking by and I looked at her. We made direct eye contact and like, I quickly looked away.
it's like, oh, nice new gatos. Good day to you, ma'am.
Um, I can't even weigh in on the tits. I told someone about this recently. Like, well, how were first, first question is, well, how were the tits? I was like, I don't know. Like her legs were all bruised and shit, and she's obviously not in a good place. I mean, she's without home.
Yeah.
But it sucked. It was creepy.
Yeah, I mean that's
Um,
like, I feel like a lot of people that like to shit on California for having a lot of homeless people in it. It's not like people are just like, I just don't feel like going to my job today, so I'm just going to, panhandle forever and live on the streets now. A lot of it is just people with, severe mental problems, and sometimes if you're like have somebody in your family like that and you are low income, or like you have a child who's like severely mentally fucked up, and then they turn 18 and you just don't have the means to support them anymore, there's fucking nowhere for people to go. So that's what puts a lot of these people on the street. And you might say, like, who in their right mind is walking around with their tits hanging out? And it's like, exactly, that's the point. Like,
the person's not in her right mind.
yeah, if you've ever seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, there used to be places for these people to go, and there aren't anymore. So that's why they're on the street. And that is a big thing. Like, I've seen some guy who he kind of had like a Rip Van Winkle thing going on. I was walking through Studio City once, and he just locked eyes with me, whipped his dick out, and started pissing in the street, like off the sidewalk. And this was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon on a weekday, and I'm like, oh my god, double time, double time, double time. I've seen,
Yeah.
that this woman who used to show up in Poop Slime Alley and scream like Sarah Connor in T2. I went out there one time, and she was like butt ass naked, just dragging a blanket behind her, and it's like, oh. And I know this is kind of turned into a little bit of a serious discussion, but everybody likes to complain about it and like take shots at California and LA, but it's like, all right, everybody's getting their shots in, but do you have any solutions you would like to propose? And there kind of isn't.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, even if you gave them like a checking account and like, there's a fucking $1 million in here, go start your life, they're not gonna. They're either gonna spend it on drugs or do something else weird with it. Like, you can't throw money at a problem like that. And then, like, again, like if you put people in, what used to be a loony bin, you just have people that just go around and round these people up and put them in a center. It's, they have their meals are guaranteed. They're not out living in the elements. They don't have to dig out of fucking trash. But that also presents the problem of like, okay, that's a lot of power for somebody to have, that they can just roam the streets and be like, you are coming with me against your will and you're going in this nut house. It's like, there is no real clear path to a solution that has everybody being like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah. I mean, I can just go off my own perspective and what I've seen around LA County, and I think we do need insane asylums back, or insane asylums, excuse me. Um, just because I don't know, you see so many people that like it's not just the product of poor life decisions, like people who are mentally handicapped that have no fucking chance, have
Yeah.
no chance,
Yeah.
you
And
know?
it's like, what's more
And
humane, being able to just drag somebody off the street against their will and put a roof over their head, or leave them there to fucking eat trash and like walk around naked with kids around? And some people are angry and violent and they're a danger to the general public. Like, people are fucking getting attacked. It's, you know, it's tricky. Everybody likes to think they have the ideal solution ready, but it's like, do you? Like, I don't even know if my idea is the right solution. But man, it does suck.
yeah, it does suck. It's a bummer. Thank God I don't have as many homeless people around here. Um, to see that kind of stuff, because it's a bummer every time. You'll see, like, I'll just drive through LA and see 10 cities, and it's fucking gross. Bums me out. And again, a lot of them, like, it's not just so, like, oh, they're on drugs, or oh, they, certain people will kind of say it's like the choice of homeless people to be homeless. Some people, I think a vast majority of them actually don't have a choice. And that's the bummer.
Yeah. I mean, I've
I
said
don't
this
think
on...
like no veteran should be homeless. That shouldn't even be a fucking thing.
Yeah.
That one is the one that really bums me out.
Yeah, and then those people, they go through some shit while they're serving, and that causes a whole bunch of problems, which needs to be treated and isn't, and then they end up on the street. It's fucked. It's fucked. The whole situation's fucked.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, holy shit. It was like quite the start to my morning.
It is, no matter how many times you see it. It is quite shocking. I walked to the pharmacy one time and some guy was like Geoff in the intro. He was just Winnie the Pooh in it. He was like sprawled out on the sidewalk with like a button-down flannel shirt on, no pants or underwear, penis literally just chilling right on the cement. And it's like, wow, that is... That will always be jarring. That'll always be a surprise.
I was doing inventory at one of the Philadelphia stores on one morning last summer, and as I was standing at the seating area in front of a window, entering it all in, I watched a gentleman wearing nothing but a pair of slides walk down the street, swinging a stick while his dick was flapping around.
Well, I know we're all thinking it, so I'll be the one to ask. How was his dick?
I was going to ask that before.
He was packing heat.
It was quite jarring how much it was swinging around. At 7:00 in the morning.
It had the propeller
like the sun's
effect.
just starting to rise.
For a second, I thought you were going to say...
I look out this window and there's this giant man walking by wearing nothing but slides.
At first, I thought you were going to say, remember in that CKY video when Rab himself pressed his ass up against a window of a restaurant and just diarrheaed? And like, there were fucking people just like sitting right there eating. And someone like tried to like smack his ass through the window, being like, "Get out of here!" I guess not.
No, I've never seen.
You never
any
saw that
CKY videos.
Oh man,
no. I didn't see any member of CKY until they were on Jackass.
But you didn't go back afterwards and watch some CKY?
No. At that point, I was raising children of my own.
Well, I remember the first time I ever saw CKY was CKY 2K, and that was in the dorm at Kutztown. Somebody like had a VHS copy of it, and that was when I had already doing stunts when I was in Bing Boing school, and I was like, oh no, someone got our fucking gimmick. Not like we fucking invented it or anything, but then when Jackass came out, it was like, oh, it's all over. The market is officially way too saturated for us. There's no room.
We were late.
Yeah. Yep.
My favorite, I think this was a CKY when Mike V, that skateboarder, fights four guys. Was that CKY?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's so sick.
That goes viral, I feel like, every couple of years. People see it for the first time and then it's everywhere. Yeah, tough
Yeah,
bastard. I wouldn't
that
want to
dude
fuck with
was
him.
gnarly.
Yeah.
Have you ever met that guy? He's
I
from New Jersey.
I want to say I have. Like I feel like he was on Ellis, but I can't 100% remember.
I think he had to have been on Ellis.
I mean, do
Wasn't
you
he in?
I bet you like a big majority of people today would not find CKY stuff funny. They would like I remember the first time I saw that video of Rab pulling his pants down, pressing right up against the window and diarrheaing. Like I thought I was going to pass out from laughing so hard. But I bet you if like someone did that today, like if that clip went viral, all the comments would be like, "Ugh, disgusting. How dare he interrupt people's meal with poop?"
Yeah. The funniest shit was him taking a poop running at full speed.
It's like I know people have evolved and they're trying to become nicer, better people, but if you can't laugh at a guy shitting himself while running at full speed, then wrap it up. Humanity's over.
Dude, I don't know if I've evolved. Like I feel like if I went back and like listened to old Howard Stern or like Howard Stern with Artie Lang, even further back than that, I would be laughing just as hard.
Yeah, I can't argue with you there.
And I think Howard Stern would not be.
I haven't watched any CKY video in a long time, but I'm pretty sure if I put them on, I'd still be laughing throughout the whole thing.
For sure,
'Cause, I mean,
dude.
even in the early ones, like the very first one, they were fucking gnarly in that. They made like a dummy of a person and threw it over a bridge, and it was landing on
Yeah.
cars, and people were like skidding out of control. Like, I feel like people seeing that for the first time today would be like, "Oh, that is fucked up. That is not cool." Like that definitely could have caused an accident or something, or if it landed on the hood of an old person's car, them having a heart attack.
It is just illegal. That is an illegal thing to do.
Yeah.
I was trying to find this guy's name. I guess he's still alive. Brandon D. Camilla.
Oh yeah, that dude was fucking hysterical. I love that guy.
I feel like he didn't really make it on Jackass though.
No, he had like a
was he
couple
too
things here and
gnarly
there.
for Jackass?
I don't know. I wonder if they were just like, clubs full. Like he did have a couple moments here and there and like I don't know, maybe one or two bits in a Jackass movie here and there, but yeah, it was I do remember him being like top tier cast members watching the CKY videos and then being kind of bummed out that he didn't make it over to MTV in the Jackass days.
Even Rab himself, I don't think got that much run on Jackass.
Yeah, not really. Just that I think that diaper when he jumped off a tree into underwear held up by strings. And
I also like. I just googled CKY and I'm remembering the stuff that they used to show. Or I remember old CKY shit. Remember when they got Reiki on with the mustard?
Oh yeah, he hates mustard like I hate onions.
And he like kicked that guy's fucking door. I think it was Bam's, right? I think he kicked Bam's like Lamborghini door.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. And hey, like they say, all good times must come to an end. But not if you jump over to patreon.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour, where the party continues. That's a good catchphrase. We should trademark that. Make it our Patreon slogan. Because yeah, every week.
The party continues.
Every week, the MSPH tomfuckery does not stop. It continues on in Patreon land. And for the entry-level $5 tier, you get a bonus podcast every week and Crafter Geoff Shuddy Edition, which is, like we mentioned, about to start up again. So I feel like once we settle who the clear gold, silver, and bronze is of Queef or No Queef Season 3, we might have to do a couple supermarket queefs to bridge the gap. I haven't done the time math yet, but yeah, Crafter Geoff Shuddy Edition is coming back, and then the $10 tier has all the specialty shows like What the Fuck Did I Just Watch with Shuddy and Dom, Snack Attacks Between Two Flushes, Shuddy Boys Wax of the Week write-ups, all the aforementioned stuff, Kevin's Nerd Hole, all that shit. Check it out. Support the homies. Patreon.com/ Mad Scientist Party Hour. Top shelf fart jokes, if I do say so myself.
As top shelf as they get.
Oh, yeah. And you can also follow us on Instagram. I'm at Kevin Kraft.
At Shuddy Boy.
At Geoff Records.
And at MSPH Podcast. And at John Cooper Movie. If you guys wouldn't mind helping me fluff those numbers up, we are getting into crunch time. So we're going to be coming at potential buyers and be like, look, these are our social media pages. These are the numbers. So everybody that follows at John Cooper Movie on Instagram, you are greatly increasing my chances of selling this movie. And then you get to see it. If the movie doesn't sell, only the three of us and everybody at the premiere gets to see it, which would suck ass. So at John Cooper Movie on Instagram. And if you want some movie deep dive goodness in your life, you can check out patreon.com/movie night with Kevin. The episode with RoboCop just dropped on Friday.
Bum, 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 bum.
Meow, 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 meow. I've got a big fat schlong. I just picture RoboCop has a big dick. But yeah, that episode is up. And then this Friday is the last movie of 80s Action Month, doing Lethal Weapon. And then in May, a whole new theme will make itself known. Patreon.com/movie night with Kevin. You can also check out Geoff, who's on a hot streak. Outkick Bets with Geoff Clark.
Yeah, be doing some NBA playoff podcasts this week after my dental clituation, gets figured out. Golf is off for the next couple weeks. Thank God, because it has not been a good season for me, but rebounding in the NBA. So that's what I'll be focused on for the near future.
There you go. And if you'd like to see these videos and not just listen to them, youtube.com/Mad Scientist Party Hour. Check it out, friends. And download the newest episode of Doug Loves Movies, featuring yours truly. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. But until next time, something.